This is Newcap News with Nerman Esau.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. The saying "it takes a village to raise a child" was best exemplified last night as the Lashburn community came together to help one of their own. Preston Coolidge was recently diagnosed with muscular dystrophy. A silent auction was held in his honor, and with September being Muscular Dystrophy Awareness Month, there was no better time to raise money and attention for the cause. Elise Cox has more.
The Coolidge family recently received news that would impact their lives forever.
My son Preston was diagnosed in January with Duchenne muscular dystrophy. There's it's just one of 150 different types of muscular dystrophy. There is no treatment or cure at this time.
So Geraldine, along with strong support behind her, decided to hold a silent auction to educate her community about this progressive muscle weakening disorder.
It's my hope as a mom to try and change his odds, and I can't take him for treatments and do all of that kind of stuff at the doctors because there isn't any, but I can do this to raise awareness and let people know what they can do to help.
The theme behind the evening was to create a fun and informative night to support the Coolidge family.
It's a great community support for the family, for Preston, and it makes everybody aware what's going on and what they're going through, and it's just great that everybody showed up.
And the community delivered.
Really great. Full house. We had no tickets left, so that was great.
The money raised from the silent auction goes directly to Muscular Dystrophy Canada to help fund research. And after seeing the success of their first event, they're hoping to make it annual.
We continue to be amazed by everyone's support.
Elise Cox, Newcap News.
The local United Way chapter is kicking off its campaign in a week and would like local residents to join in on the fun. October is United Way Month. The organization provides a helping hand in the community to 16 different charities.
What we're here to do is we're here to help our local agencies, nonprofits, raise money so that they can do what it is they do best, and that's the different programs and services that they offer to all of our community.
Next week, the United Way will hold a flag-raising ceremony at City Hall. Then 2 days later, a pancake breakfast.
It's just a really good way to get some awareness out there, what the United Way is, what we try to do here in the community.
This year's campaign goal is to raise $175,000. For more information, log on to their website at lloydminster.unitedway.ca. Sustaining a business requires innovation and funding to move forward. Lloydminster's Regional Business Accelerator is linking area enterprises with some of that information to move them to the next level. As Gerard Limpow reports, one local business is booming because of that help.
Ironjet can put your brand on any surface. The business started in college.
It actually started in university. My husband was always into design work, and people asked him all the time, "Can you help me with this? Can you help me with that?" And so he and 3 friends started a company called Digital Picassos, and they were actually creating logos and doing web design while we were in university.
Originally from the Midwest, they returned home in 2009, just after the economic crash of 2008.
We found that Lloydminster exists in a bubble, and that the economy continued strong. We had that correction, you know, where things did get corrected around here, but we still found the business community very strong.
Trim it out.
That strength she attributes to businesses being very supportive, and their networking allows the local economy to grow. That networking led them to the Regional Business Accelerator.
We were sent an email to go to a sales seminar, so to speak, and we actually sent, I think, 6 of our staff to it.
That relationship started last fall.
We have developed our relationship with them. They continually work on our behalf. I feel like we're always getting emails from them. "Hey, have you seen this grant? Have you seen this opportunity?"
Topping the shopping list when they approached the RBA was funding.
How do we continue to grow our business when the banks won't help us anymore, or we're maxed out credit-wise? And they've come through for us with numerous opportunities for us to apply for.
And the RBA is linking its clients to information and inspiration.
The greatest thing you can ever have is excellent mentors.
Gerard Limpow, Newcap News.
In the Canadian Major Football League title game, the Lloydminster Vandals did what previous Vandal teams couldn't: win a national championship. Moses Waldo takes us back to Armstrong Field and recaps a historical day for the green and black.
Entering the championship final, the Toronto Titans were without star quarterback Tommy Dennison because of a personal matter, throwing off the Vandals' defensive schemes.
We actually had to change our game plan up, about quarter in because we geared up for him to be here so bad.
The Titans used the ground game early. Chris Newman's major gave the visitors a 12-0 lead. The Vandals' offense were slow starters all season, and Saturday was no exception, picking it up late in the first half with a pair of touchdowns.
What we had was working. We just one block away or one little move here and there. So once we started getting the flow of the game, then we started making things happen.
I don't know if it ever really got clicking. It was not our best offensive performance by any means. Kept giving it up, but defense always held us in and we were able to get some points on the board.
We knew we could come back. We won over everything this year, all types of adversity. So when it came down to it, we knew we were up to any challenge.
The Titans would make another change at quarterback in the third quarter. Mark Simone threw 3 interceptions, but the Titans still hung on late in the contest.
We had a chance, with about 19 seconds left on their 35, and made a long pass down the seam, and we had a chance. If we come up with that ball, it's a touchdown, but unfortunately it fell short.
If Tommy was here, do you think it would have made a little bit of a difference?
You know what? I mean, let's be honest. I'm sure it would have made a bit of a difference, but I don't want to take anything away from Lloydminster. They did a great job.
The Vandals became the second team from the Alberta Football League to win a national title, and there is no one more deserving of going out as a champion like 55-year-old Gordon Schroeder.
I mean, I've got bad knees, I've had heart surgery, I've had it all, and I just came out to support and play a support role, and here we are, champions.
Moses Wooldu, Newcap Sports.
The Lloydminster Bobcats were at home last night against the Olds Grizzlies, still searching for their first win. 2-1 home team in the first, Bobcats on the power play. Cole Barrett can't control Grant Baker's pass. That sends Chase Paler on a breakaway, just barely stays out of the net. Second period, Matty Marcineau just misses on the short side, still a 1-goal game. 8 minutes into the frame, Bobcats D can't get it out of their own zone. Scramble for the puck pops to Mitch Owsley. He catches Mitch Gartner standing still and shelves it 2-2. Cats the other way. Marcineau looking for Travis Wellman. Goaltender overcommits and it banks off him and into the net. Marcineau, second of the game, puts the team back on top. First minute of the third, Grizzlies knot it up thanks to Dylan Hubbs. Then with just over a minute left, Brandon Close scores from the same spot. Bobcats, desperate with time winding down. Perfect transition will set up a rush for the Bobcats and a chance for Matty Marcineau, who puts it wide. LeBrun walks out the other side and hits iron. Bobcats lose their 7th straight game, leaving coaches and players wondering and frustrated.
In many areas I thought we outplayed the other team, but once again it's not good enough. So we're just going to have to be better all around.
Obviously it's not a good feeling. There's not much more to say, right? We just got to, I guess, just find a way to turn this around.
The Bonnyville Pontiacs also were wrapping up back-to-back home games this weekend. The Ponts came into this game undefeated, but with two extra time losses in the last 3 games. They dropped another in regulation yesterday, their first, 4-3 to the Calgary Mustangs. The Lakeland Rustlers soccer teams were in action again today after both beat Lethbridge Saturday. The Lady Rustlers weren't able to repeat yesterday's 8-0 win over the Kodiaks. The undefeated Rattlers showed why they're the best in the South, handing the Green and Gold a 4-1 loss. The Rattlers have allowed just 2 goals in 5 games. Meanwhile, the Rustlers fall back below 500. The men continued their hot start to the year. The Rustlers doubled up on the Rattlers, moving ahead of Medicine Hat into sole possession of 2nd place in the South. That's your look at Newcap Sports. Stay tuned for more news and weather after the break.